We've got to have a society that falls in love with its own children.
You're here, absolutely. And we have to view the children, all of the children, as our children, you know.
What better way to learn a community than through the eyes and, more importantly, the soul of United Way? And so when I was asked to become a part of United Way, seemed like to me that was simply my responsibility.
I learned very quickly by learning about United Way that there would be a powerful force if we could get the women organized in such a way that we combined our power, our money, and our willingness to play.
There were a lot of days when I felt I am sick and tired of being sick and tired of an organization that does righteous work but doesn't seem to understand that that work has to be done for and by women, no less than for men.
It just didn't dawn to a whole group of men sitting around a table that women ought to be asked, ought to be included.
It was time for change. Back in the day, 25 years ago, with two amazing and grace-filled sister friends, Ann Stollard and Ann Kaiser, we made good trouble.
I was very lucky to meet Dr. Cole and Ann, who pulled me into the fabric of Atlanta and the ability to give back.
We had what you might call a secret society of the sisters in Dr. Cole's basement.
I made the statement that we needed data. And so I did what we call mother-in-law research.
One of the things that we knew by doing our mother-in-law's research, women want to give to make a difference.
And that really helped shape our strategy and how we communicated.
This is what women want.
We gathered the male leadership of United Way Atlanta into a home, happened to be mine.
You just envision the three of us together in one room and the energy, I mean, it was pretty powerful. And we clearly had this notion that women needed to be at the table and they were not. And that not only did we have money, we had energy, we had intellect to bring.
And called for an end to United Way as a male-dominated, male-led organization.
We want to be right in the center of things to help make things happen. And when they happened, what difference did it make?
And frankly, said we, if not, we're not going to do any more work.
If you want our money, we want to play.
We knew we were right, and we knew we had something to give. And you don't say no to those two women, and they come in there with the force of God behind them.
It's not drudgery to do things in the community that make a difference, and we all can win. We can win.
It was a pretty revolutionary idea. It still is. And it's a sweet, sweet, sweet notion.
So if you are at that marvelous point in your career where you're going, oh my God, now what do I do, or what's next? I would strongly, strongly encourage you to look at Women United. If three friends 25 years ago can sit down and have a spark of an idea, then go with it. Because here we are, 55,000 members later, $2 billion, 66 communities. We would never have seen that in Dr. Cole's basement at that one point in time, so don't hold back.